What makes a basketball player happy or satisfied with his or her shooting ability? If you've seen some players, most of them will get hyped if they can catch fire and make 4 or 5 shots in a row. Some of them might even put up 30 or 40 points in a game, but they can only do this every now and then. A great shooter gets hyped when they can do this even on their worst nights. So they're ready to make a shot, each and every shot, every single night with a better mindset, better mechanics, and better habits than pretty much everyone else on the court. So, number one, it comes down to mindset. It comes down to how badly you want to make the ball go through the hoop. A high presence of mind during the game as it's playing out increases your shooting concentration before, during, and after you take each and every shot. A presence of mind suppresses the ego and the voice that's always in your head, thinking, wondering about your team, your opponent, your spectators' perception of you. So be patient, be cautious, breathe calmly and deeply. Breathing is going to sharpen your focus and decision making all throughout the game. It's going to put you in touch. It's going to unlock your muscle memory. It's going to kick in your natural instincts so you can just read and respond instead of thinking all game. It's going to calm you in high pressure situations. So every week you're practicing your shooting, get better at breathing, get better at improving your focus, build a stronger mindset than the one you had a week ago. Mechanics, that's number two. So if you want to work on your mechanics, work on form shooting and form shooting only. Every other shot that you're taking and making, until you've mastered your form, all of those makes are just flukes. You haven't really perfected or learned how to make that shot. So if you want to get the most out of your form shooting, find a method that works for you that's going to make you want to take a lot of high volume shots close up at the rim, focused only on your form. So for one, there's the beef technique, which says when you take the shot, focus on the balance, eyes on the rim, elbows out, and then following through on the shot. So if you can perform those 4 steps of this technique and do hundreds and thousands of repetitions over the course of a few weeks, you will see your own shooting form take shape firsthand. And I don't care who you are, even if you're Steph Curry, every shooting form at first is weak. So accept that and just figure out what your natural form is, and then figure out what the weaknesses are in your mechanics. Fix one broken mechanic at a time when you work on your form shooting. So with each and every shot, until you get to 20, 100, and 500 form shots, just work on that one kink that you want to fix. All you really need to get better at shooting is an empty gym, a ball you love, and just patience and discipline to keep sticking through and focusing on your form. Once you're shooting at a ridiculously high shooting percentage in your form shots, so count your shots, for every 100 you make, when you start making, you go from 70 to 80 to 90 to 95%, that's when you know you're improving. And once you get to a high percentage, then get out, extend, take 5, 10, 20, 30 feet from the basket, and then work on all of the other shots. Free throws, jump shots, three-pointers, you name it. Once you have your form, try to take every shot on the court as you physically possibly can. To just use the same form and adjust for power and flight. That's really all you need to do. So just take the same shot that you normally do in rhythm, but just factor in power, so the strength of your arm, your flick, and the flight of the ball. Once you have a natural flow and rhythm, the long-term muscle memory will stick, and you'll just naturally become a consistently great shooter. Finally, accurate shooting comes down to habits, specifically the bad habits. So instead of telling you what good habits are, I'll just tell you avoid the bad. If you can avoid the bad, you will become 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the shooter you are today. So just avoid doing these things. Take fewer terrible shots. Take fewer forced tough shots. Don't be tempted into changing your form after a good game or a bad game. Don't be distracted during the game. Stay out of your own head. Stop showing off. Stop talking too much. Stop arguing with coaches, teammates, opponents, refs. And if you miss a few shots, don't lose confidence. If you make a few shots, don't get overconfident. Again, avoid bad shots. Because when you think about it mathematically, every stupid shot you avoid, it means you'll take fewer total shots. And every smart shot you do end up taking means you'll probably make more baskets. So instead of shooting 3 out of 10 at 30%, you could shoot 4 out of 9. That's 44%. So your accuracy can improve greatly by simply avoiding stupid shots. Shooting is a mental and physical game within the game. If you want to consistently light it up every game you play, whether it's a pickup game, league game, championship game, you better figure out how to make sure that when the game starts, your mindset, your mechanics, your habits are all in sync, they're clicking, and they are ready for whatever it is to come. Beyond that, there's not much to it. Avoid the shit shots and let the good ones fly.